Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's officially June, which means it's officially time for corporations to roll out all of the rainbow products and cash in on all of that Pride Month clout. Because nothing says pride quite like using other people's identities just to benefit yourself. Only to pack everything away the second July hits, sometimes even well before. Now, before anybody tries to get into my comments and yell at me and be like, well, they're releasing rainbow products, obviously they care about pride a little bit, you need to just lighten up, like they're at least doing something for pride. I know, okay? I know. I want to be clear in saying that I do love pride sections and I do think it's cute, and I acknowledge the fact that June is Pride Month, so there's going to be more pride products during Pride Month than any other month of the year. Just like I wouldn't be expecting Christmas decorations to be out in July. Now, I understand that during the season there's going to be more products for that season, but I still feel like there's a fine line between dishing out pride products that are something the community actually likes and just rolling out the cheapest excuse of a pride product possible just to cash in on the profit that comes from making a pride product during Pride Month. Take a shot every time I say pride. I feel like you can also definitely tell which companies put thought into their pride products and actually care all year round, despite those who are obviously just searching for a profit. One year I posted this TikTok that was just like a friendly reminder, like pride is not an excuse for profit and just slapping a rainbow on things doesn't make it pride. And I got like burned alive in the comments, people saying, well, if it's a rainbow, it's automatically pride. If you believe that, by all means, you can think that. That is not my personal belief system, but believe what you want, because that's all. It is genuinely disheartening though to see so many companies drastically cutting back or not even releasing pride products this year because of all of the controversy surrounding pride in previous years, especially last year with what happened regarding the TikTok user Kaylee Layton and Target's pride section last year. In case you didn't hear about the situation last year, user named Kaylee took to online to post a video where she was reviewing Target's pride collection and earning a large amount of disgust by other people when she claimed that a lot of the products in the pride section were targeted towards kids and were essentially like sexualizing or trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to recruit kids to be gay. There was another word I was thinking of, but I can't think of it at the moment. You know the word that means like, I can't even put it into words. You know, we were trying to target the children, claiming that this swimsuit that had a light binding effect on the top and a tuck-friendly bottom was designed for children, and she's obviously disgusted, saying children don't need that. She also went and pointed out every single item of clothing that was for children in the pride section, and basically made the claims that we needed to boycott Target and stop supporting them because of this. Which honestly, I have to agree, because who the fuck wants their kid walking around wearing a shirt that says be kind? Those aren't the values we want to put on our children, are they? Absolutely not. This led people to literally start destroying Target pride sections and harassing Target employees. And it got to the point where, for the protection of their employees, and so obviously people would not boycott Target, they pulled a lot of their pride products before Pride Month even rolled around. And this year, I believe they have a small pride section in person. I haven't checked myself yet, but they went to mainly online for their pride product sales this year. Today, I'm going to be reviewing some of the pride products from different stores, online websites. I did go to a couple stores in person to see if they had any pride products, because my original intent was going to be like reviewing the actual pride sections in person, but most of the places I went to really didn't have much of a pride section at all. If any, I went to a Five Below and they had a couple like rainbow themed clothing. I think they had like some pet bandanas, some socks, the usual typical accessories. I went to a Walmart and I didn't really see a single pride product in person. I haven't been to a Target during pride season yet. No, I didn't look extensively, but I did a scope of the whole store and I didn't see anything, so I figured it'd be best to just look online. And because of all the commotion regarding Target and its pride section last year, we're going to be starting with Target's pride section today. So online, at least, there was about 2 or 3 pages of clothing that they had that represented pride, and right off the bat I noticed that they didn't have any pieces for children. Thank you, Kaylee. I think some of the clothes is okay, but it is kind of just your typical, you know, slap rainbow on this clothing, products, at least in my opinion. There was like this rainbow dress. Then they did the same thing and had like a button-down shirt and shorts. I feel like maybe separately they're okay, but together it kind of looked a little bit like a clown suit. I don't know. I mean, if that's the kind of pride you want to go for and that's your favorite thing, you do you. But that wasn't me. I did notice that on the website, some of their clothing did specifically say that they were made by an LGBTQ+ owned brand, which I do think was really cool. However, I also will point out that the majority of the clothing on the website didn't say that, and I only picked out like 5 or 6 pieces that I found that did specifically say that, and I guess they were all right. I think like the little rainbow printed shirt was kind of cute. One of the products on their website was just a reversible robe, which I think was an interesting choice for the pride section. It was kind of like pride flag colors. I think maybe like the lesbian flag and like the gay flag or something, I don't know. And I'm down for subtle pride, you know. I don't think all pride products have to be loud and in your face and screaming, hey, I'm gay. But to me, it just felt like a weird choice. I do think the little like $3 sunglasses that were multicolored that had the like holographic rainbow lens were kind of cute. They're obviously not going to be super high quality. They're $3, but I could definitely see some people rocking them in the summer and just having fun with them. I think those were honestly really cute. Some of the other apparel they had was just kind of meh to me. It wasn't all horrible, but it also didn't really like draw me in. I think the mini fringe little crossbody bag is absolutely adorable. And the transparent mini little crossbody bag I thought was absolutely horrendous. It's kind of giving like magnetile. Some kid like built a little tube out of multicolored little blocks, and someone looked at it and said, I'm gonna turn that into a purse and sell it for pride. And I wish they did. Some of the home and outdoors pride stuff was cute, I guess. The little bird and its pride accessories were kind of my favorite. Like, does this little bird need its own car? No, but do I want it? Yes, it's kind of iconic. They also did have some pride pet stuff, which is always cute. I love the little mice that they had that represented the different pride flags. I think that's super fun. Cute. Ultimately, I do think that some of the stuff they have is cute, but I feel like some of it also kind of missed the mark and was just a lazy attempt at pride. I do think it's cool that they have a lot of, well, not a lot. I do think it's cool that they do have some products made by LGBTQ+ owned brands. That's always nice, and it shows an actual attempt at pride, you know, since the people who make the products are actually in the community. But to me, nothing really stood out or really embodied pride to me. I remember one year they had some really good pride stuff. One year I got like some pride pins. There was like a romper with like color on it. I don't know, they've had good stuff in past years. Nothing this year really just stood out to me or really drew my attention that much. Some of the little accessories were cute, but nothing was really that special to me. So all in all, I think I'd give Target 2.5 out of 5 stars for its pride section this year. Then I decided to move on to Walmart, which for whatever reason I was really scared to see when I first started looking it up, because I was like, oh, it's gonna be the cringiest stuff and the cheesiest stuff, but I was actually very pleasantly surprised with what Walmart had to offer. At first, I literally just looked up pride in the search bar and I got a mixed bag of products popping up. I found it hilarious that while I kept scrolling, peanut butter kept popping up periodically in the mix of products, and I was like, all right, cool. The gay days of the week tote bag felt a little bit like a hate crime to me, but admittedly the Totes Gay one made me genuinely laugh out loud. That was hilarious. It's Totes Gay on a tote bag. I do think simple humor like that is hilarious, and I also admittedly love the hat that says Born This Gay, because despite the fact that it's probably literally just saying born this gay, like you're born this gay, I cannot read the hat and not hear it to the tune of Born This Way by Lady Gaga, which I kind of love. That's kind of iconic and that's kind of everything. So whenever I read the hat, I say, baby, I was born this gay. And yeah, I can't shake it out of my mind. I don't know if that was intended to kind of be like that, but I love it. I also do kind of like that the hats are in like a tan and then a black, more neutral colors. So from far away, you can't even really tell what it says. So it's definitely a little more subtle, and I think it's cute for people who want a product like that. As I continued on the website, I was pleasantly surprised to see that a lot of the products I viewed were actually from companies that were founded by people who are in the LGBTQ plus community, which instantly made them 1,000 times better. Even some of the products I then thought were kind of like the gay days of the week tote bag, I kind of had to rethink because I'm like, oh, this is actually created by someone in the community rather than just someone trying to assume that this is what gay people want. And so then I was like, oh, it's not really a hate crime, it's just not my personal style. The So Lazo brand was by far my favorite. It had the cutest stuff, and the founder was a person named Sonia Lazo. And they definitely nailed the Pride products in my opinion. Absolutely obsessed with the little bucket hat they had and the umbrellas. Please rain on my parade so I can bring out these umbrellas. They were so cute. I also think that the founder of the peanut butter brand that kept showing up was in the community, which is why peanut butter kept popping up. But I did definitely still think it was hilarious every time, you know, I was seeing like shirts with these positive sayings and then peanut butter. Walmart honestly ate. I fear. From what I can tell, there were 8 different people who founded the brands who were in the community, and they slayed it this year. I did try and look up just like what was in stock in stores for Pride, and I think it's hilarious that as soon as I switched to in stores, the first thing that popped up was a bunch of golf tees with a brand called Pride something and some cookies, and it took a lot of scrolling to finally get to a Rainbow Stitch like figure, which of course was out of stock. So there wasn't really much to see in person for Pride, but I think they really nailed the online thing. I think the products felt authentic to the community. There were a couple I didn't really like, but once again, just not my personal taste. So I'm honestly giving Walmart 4 out of 5 stars for their Pride section. Knocked off a star because it is only online, which is a little frustrating, but I still respect it and I think it's really cool. Next, I couldn't help but take a gander at Amazon, because you can find anything and everything on Amazon, but it doesn't always mean that what you can find is good. And I didn't want to like find a specific brand on Amazon because obviously that's different. I just literally looked up Pride and wanted to see what was. It was basically what I expected, which was just a huge assortment of rainbow. I think the rainbow jumper that they had looked absolutely atrocious, but once again, if that's your cup of tea, you can drink it. But the further I scrolled, the weirder things seemed to get. I found this, I need to read the title, I don't have it memorized. Worm on a String Time, aesthetic cursed painting, no one is safe, set, purple lapel pin, cute brooch, pins, badges. So I'm not entirely sure what you would be getting if you ordered this, but you'd be getting something. There was a Shade Never Made Anybody Less Gay shirt, which was obviously a reference from the Taylor Swift song, You Need to Calm Down, which I do like the song, I do like the line, but the shirt just felt a little off to me. I don't know. There was this Love is Love sign, which like fine, whatever, we stand a good Love is Love sign, but I thought it was funny because it looked so cheaply made to me. The is in the Love is Love just looked like a big sticker that was put on in the middle, and it kind of blocked out some of the wording on the loves. I was just like, it was only $5.99 though, so they honestly probably just like made and printed out the quickest design they could possibly think of and said, there we go. There was this shirt that said gamer, which I hate shirts like this. Like at that point, I think you just rather call me a slur. And maybe I wear some questionable pieces. Right now my shirt has dabbing unicorns on it. But I just feel like it's unnecessary. Like I appreciate the attempt at trying to appeal to all the gay, cat-loving gamers, but we can just stick to one theme. We don't need to try and incorporate everything on one shirt. It's okay. There was this rainbow drip shirt, which I cannot stand because it takes me back to like the early 2010s when people just loved the whole like rainbow drip thing with crayons, and it was like a love language giving somebody a picture that you'd made with like the drippy crayons. And the whole rainbow drip thing in general, like so many shirts had like a heart or something with like the drippy effect on it, and I don't think it's that cute anymore. Then there was this rainbow shirt that just said daddy in rainbow letters on it, and I think the most hilarious part of this is that when you looked it up, Amazon Prime specifically told you that it will arrive before Father's Day, just in case you want to order this for your daddy or for your daddy. It's definitely a little bit funny to me, but also a little bit why. I haven't watched Shane Dawson and Rylan Adams in a hot minute, but from what I used to watch, it definitely seems like something he would want to buy and wear. That'd be his everything. He'd see the shirt, he'd be like, me! And then he'd be like, Ryland! This shirt says daddy, and I'm a daddy. And naturally down the line, when you get through enough Pride products, they ran out of actual Pride products. So there comes up the book or movie, Pride and Prejudice. All in all, I feel like Amazon just kind of takes all the cliches of Pride and kind of just rolls them out. Definitely a lot of cheaply made products. I'm sure you could find some genuine good ones if you looked for a specific thing or kept looking, but in general, some of it just felt really weird, and it felt like kind of weird. I don't know what other terminology to use. Products. I think it is great if you want just like a silly little thing to wear to Pride. Like if you want some quick, cheap rainbow accessories like silly little sunglasses or little like rainbow boas or even like little Pride flags. I think it's great to find quick pieces like that. But for like full-blown outfits and stuff, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but you do you. Moving on, I saw a TikTok about Hot Topics Pride section and I wanted to check it out. It was essentially an assortment of shirts with random rainbow pictures, which is what I expected. I think the crop knit cardigan was definitely cute, but it didn't quite scream Pride to me. It kind of just had like a rainbow on it among other things. Admittedly, the Dead Inside But His Pride shirt was kind of cute. And the starry cuff rainbow earrings are also super cool, and I could definitely see someone wearing them to like a Pride parade or something. And I don't care what anyone says, the shirt that said historians would call us best friends is my absolute favorite. I don't care what anyone says, that's iconic, and that to me is Pride. That's it. Like that's all of it. There was a shirt that says I drank tap water and now I'm gay, and I'm not sure if that has a secret meaning that I'm not picking up on, but it made no sense. Is it supposed to be a play on words? Am I just stupid? Someone explain this to me, maybe I'll see the humor in it, but it just didn't give me great vibes. I do think a lot of the accessories were really cool. They had like belts that had different colors on it representing different Pride flags. Overall, I think some of their Pride products were really good and kind of hit the mark. They were like kind of funny, but then also like Pride. So I'd probably go ahead and give them 3 out of 5 stars. I don't think it was horrendous, and a lot of the stuff was kind of funny. I think they overdid it a little bit with some of the stuff, but I think they made an attempt. And that is all of the Pride products that I'm going to be reviewing today. I'm sure a lot of other random companies have silly little Pride products, but I wanted to stick to places that I actually really shop at for this video instead of just random ones. So, Walmart, Target, places like that. I know like Petco did a little Pride section. I got my cat a rainbow bed. I think it's so cute. I am a little disappointed this year. I think there are some good Pride products from places, but there's also some bad ones, and it is once again sad to see how less and less they're getting in real life. So that is going to be all for this video though. Happy Pride Month to everyone in the community, and I will see you guys in my next video.